I'll be reacting to Quitting Heroine episode 12. I'll be watching it from High Dive's website, and I'll be starting off my reaction from the 1 minute and 35-second mark in 1, 0, and go. Oh, yeah. Oh, that was. Oh! It's on to the way they ended off on the cliffhanger last week. It was just jaw dropping. Hopefully, though, everything's up fine. Although, man, I really feel bad for Leo here, though. Oh! I mean, I guess it is understandable how he wouldn't really feel much reservations towards losing. And honestly, after all he's been through, he at the very least deserved to go out on his own terms and defeat. Kind of, it looks like it's a little like got some black hole vibes when it comes to like the area around his chest. I mean, oh man, it's kind of sad though. You know, that explains it. Yeah, that's what I was thinking earlier when I was reacting to the previous episode. He could have dodged it. What a fucking badass! He like in defeat. In a way, he still has his own way because he got to feel the way he wanted to be taken down. The thing is, though, he controlled himself from killing anyone. He could have literally sniped Ellie's head off if he wanted to. The thing is, though, they're lucky that our boy wasn't bloodlusted. Hmm. Hmm. Ugh. And that's kind of. I wonder if there's any way to keep him alive, even if they pull out the core. Ugh. I mean, the thing is, though, they could risk Lil going crazy again. I mean, Ekanana has a responsibility to the demons that she rolls over to get the job done, even if it's uncomfortable. I mean, unfortunately, she's going to have to accept that in life. People are going to have to accept some heavy losses sometimes. I mean, at this instance, yeah, he was protecting humanity, but you could say he was also protecting all living beings, though. Yeah, that's what exactly. He was protecting both beings because he set an opportunity for them to take the core out. That says a lot about Leo. I like how this fucker's keeping the exact track of time. But that's what I love about him, though. Hopefully, Akadana can be that lady that can pick up the slack, and I have no doubt she will be. I mean, hey, I'm not gonna blame Lee for acting that way, but at the same time, Lily's gonna have to accept that you're gonna have to do things in life you're not gonna want to do. Unfortunately. Oh. Oh, she looked pissed. I'm not gonna blame her though. I mean, she was put in through a lot of shit because of Leo. Oh. Uh-huh. Yeah, that faces it all. Oh. Whoa! Well, did she? Okay, look for a second. She might have angled to stop his balls there for a bit. I think he's doing this to vent out some anger, and it's justifiable. It really is. And I could see why she would be saying this too. Yeah! I've been wondering when that was going to happen. It makes sense, though. I mean, she's finally grown to have that amount of faith in Leo. Hey, Leo doesn't get the dick terms of what she's going to do. He's the loser. He's got to essentially listen to what Ikidana wants to do. She's the winner. I think he's got a point. And that's the thing about Leo. Whoa! Whoa! Hey, what about Lily? Isn't it already taken already, though? But I could see why he'd want to hook up his daughter with her boy. Good. I'm glad how she's expressing her anger. And you know why? And no, her anger is justifiable because just a few episodes ago, she taught her. Yeah! She taught her to rely on people for help and ask them for help, and Lo didn't do that. I love how this lesson was imparted on her so perfectly to the core of her character for her to be expressing her feelings like that. Hey, she's not stupid. Oh, with that, how can he not want to live? Who would want to make someone like Lily cry? I don't think he's going to be able to calmly analyze the situation right now. He deserves that. Oh. Whoa. Good. I'm glad he's calling him a baka. And I love how much you can tell he cares. Oh! You know, she's got a point. I can't understand the contradiction here because now he's asking for help now that he's in death's door when he wasn't asking for help earlier. The thing is, though, he can try making a new identity, though. Just acting upon his identity is the easy way out. I understand why he'd want to go the easy way out, but That'd be a disservice to himself and all the people that care about him. Hey, has he tried it before? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And I'm glad someone pointed that out to him. Hey, might as well. Uh, I mean, it won't hurt to try. Hey, maybe he'll have higher odds of doing it now that he's close to death, though. I mean, sometimes when someone's near death, they can do certain things they wouldn't be able to do normally. I'm just saying. I like this though. It gives you our insight on what his mind was constantly hearing, and how it made him almost insane in the first place. That's good writing right there. Yes. Good. Good. Doesn't look like he has to anymore though. Hopefully, our boy changes his mind though. Hopefully, now he take those words to heart and he'll decide to live. And honestly, for someone that's done so much for humanity, he deserves to live for himself. You know? Who wouldn't want to take up Ikedona's offer there? Someone like him does deserve to live as long. Okay, I don't know. They're really going all out with the facial reaction shots in the episode, especially with all them smiles. Hey, with that, who could say no? Oh, hey, that's nice seeing him show off some emotional vulnerability there. Yes, yes. Take that hand, man. Oh, yeah, looks like he chose to live. No! Okay, good. Okay, he took the hand. Yes! He had me worried. This dude had me worried for a second. I was like, wait, was he not going to take it? And I'm glad. And and thankfully, it looks like everything's going to end well. At least I would hope. I don't want to jinx shit. Oh, that's some cute animation with them birdies. That's what I like about this episode. They really do go on with the visuals sometimes. Even though the series was a little bit inconsistent, no, it wasn't consistent visually in the middle episodes. They at least went in on the last episodes, which is more than I can say for a few anime this season. Because Mob Psycho didn't go all out for its last episode, but I'm thankful that this series did. Be a good, but okay, I like what's on that caption there. And in life, yeah, you would want to. I mean, after all the shit they went through, yeah, they deserve to be resting. Oh man, Lily's on the floor. Oh, this is awesome. But even if he was awake, if he truly meant so, they wouldn't be able to take him on. thankfully, the relationship's grown to the point where they can actually let their guard down around Leo. At least they exceeded his expectations, though. I don't think he has any regrets. At least at the moment, he doesn't seem like he regrets it. At least from how I look at it anyway, it doesn't seem like he has any regrets right now. And I'm loving how he said that with assertiveness. Hell yeah. And you know the beauty about this? Lil was constantly, at least from the context of the previous two episodes, he was constantly looking for conflict, and now he wants to be the one that completely ends it. There's something really beautiful about that. Hey, they won't know until they try. And yeah, exactly. Proof is in the pudding. Mm-hmm. It really does, and it cannot deserves to be rolling over the lands that are peaceful. Oh, okay then. He's definitely building high expectations for himself. Hope he can live up to them. The way he says that. He doesn't. Didn't he make Lily cry though? I call bullshit. Okay, good. At least he acknowledges that. Okay. I love that self-awareness. Okay. Nice. Now we get to see a nice. And I love he says Ikidona-sama. Oh man, this is so cool. Oh. I love how that's how Giulietta reacts. Oh. They have been relaxing a little bit too much. I could see why she'd want them to wake up. I'm assuming this is what the OVAs are going to cover that they announced for Quitting Heroine. Oh, that's so damn nice. Always showing up there's going to be work to be done. I feel bad for Menene. Yeah, let the man quit. Jeez. Leo's probably thinking, oh, shit. That's a lot. He's probably thinking it's going to be a lot of work. But thankfully, it doesn't seem like it's going to be anything too tough for both our leads. Ooh, whoa, man! I'm gonna assume that our boy's gonna have a lot of thankless nights and a lot of overtime to be able to do all that she expects him to do. And it's a beautiful thing that he is finally able to break free too. Hell yeah, man! Okay, okay, good, good. I wish there was more because this really does feel like a midway point for the series. But overall, I like the last episode. I had to say, if I had to rate the last episode on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. It was a great episode because it covered just about everything. The conflict between Lel, Egidona, and Generals is over. And it ended pretty gracefully because I love how they were able to convince him to join Ekidana's son, and Ekidana was able to do that. And I love that development there because, for one, it made sense because the previous episode implied that there was something deep down in our boy where he wanted to live. And it was nice to finally see that come to fruition this episode. That's what I loved about it. And not just that, but it was emotional too, seeing characters like Lily cry, everyone react in their own way because they don't want Leo to die. And I love how eventually Ekidana convinced him just to try to go and internalize it and tell himself to not follow that order that was deep down inside of them anymore. And I love that because that led to character development where now Leo's able to finally do things on his own to defeat Ekidana, finally accepts Leo. So you see a lot of growth for her. And that's what I absolutely adored the episode. A lot of character development to go all around. Now it's the casting credits. Animation arc in the episode were good. Voice acting was great. And that's why I take in all these factors in consideration. I gotta rate this episode straight up an 8.5 out of 10. And as for the series itself, if I had to rate this on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being abysmal, 5 being 9 to 10 being exceptional, I'll give it an above average 6 out of 10 grade because here's why. I thought the series was above average. It was good. It's just that the middle episodes could have maybe interspliced a few moments where we got to see a bit more of Leo's darker side, so to speak. With the way they handled it here, it was a little bit handled abruptly with the way they handled it in this episode. And not just that, but some of the action scenes in this series could have been a bit more entertaining if they would have animated them a bit better. So that's where some of my reservations with this last episode lie. Like, not the last episode of the series, like, you can definitely tell the animation staff was pinching pennies when it came to this series. Did that make the series unenjoyable? No, the series was still fun. But I have to mention that at the very least. And also the ending. Like, don't get me wrong, the ending didn't piss me off at all. But it's just like, yeah, of course it's not a satisfactory ending because there's still a lot of source material left. And it just feels like it just hit its halfway point because there's what are specifically Ekidana and Leo going to do to try to make peace with humanity? They still have to cover that. They still have to cover all these just interesting elements. And that's why overall, I got to give the series a 6 out of 10 because that's a lot of loose ends that the series still has to cover. Like, don't get me wrong, it got over a major plot point because Leo did join Ekidana's forces. But that's what keeps this series from being creme to the creme. And also some of the middle episodes were slow. Like, and sometimes they rush through fights too. Like when you had a flashback between Leo and Ekidana's forces, they rushed a lot of that stuff, which would have been nice seeing it actually animated in full. Or those bits where Leo's talking about his past, where he was in the party with other people. I would have loved to have seen that. So there are certain things that I wish the series would have delved into, where sometimes the pacing in the series felt like it was too fast-paced. But in saying that, despite those issues, the series was fun because there was heartfelt moments interspliced in the series that made it enjoyable despite that series going a little bit too quickly sometimes. And also, even though, yeah, it had pacing issues, I at the very least enjoyed the fact that the series went as far as not just doing all this, but the series, at the very least in the last few episodes, did make the action much more intense. So I love how for this anime, you can tell like when the animators needed an epic moment, they made sure they had an epic moment. So that's why overall this series had more positives going for it. And I do like the world building, how they explain why the world went from technologically advanced looking to eventually kind of like medieval looking because of all the war between humanity and the demons. So there were positives to go around the series. And to top it all off, I like the characters. I like how again I went from not trusting a boy to trusting him, and eventually now that she gained an understanding of him. I like how Lily went from trying to do everything herself to eventually learning she can rely on other people. So I love her journey as a character. I love how Edward went from not utilizing his brain to eventually thinking things through. And I like how Ernest went from not being able to understand that people that well to being able to understand them a bit more. And how she and Tina learned how to delegate tasks to other people. Like this series had multiple arcs for multiple characters. So from a character standpoint, it was good. Production-wise, it had issues, the series. Only, I'd say, the last 3 episodes of the series looked great, and the first episode looked great. Middle episodes, you can tell they struggled production-wise. But despite those issues, though, this series was fun to watch. And at the very least, the artwork was consistent for the most part. Voice acting was fantastic. Music was great. And that's overall, I still think the series is above average 6 out of 10 tier. And if it were to get a season 2, then I'll bump it up instantly to a 6.5 out of 10 and even a 7 out of 10 if season 2 ends up being badass. But overall, y'all, these are my thoughts on the episode. Now, anyways, y'all, I'd love to hear your thoughts on how I feel about my reaction or the episode itself in the comment section below. Hope y'all rate the video, share, comment, subscribe, and be sure to hit the bell for notifications. And I will see y'all later to come back for more. But anyways, y'all, thank you very much for watching my video. Have a fantastic day or night, everyone. Bye-bye, y'all. And I'll definitely react to the OVAs that are going to come out later on. Bye-bye, y'all.